Hey guys, it's Shady. Today I wanted to make a follow-up on the MC Thea 3 guide. Quick showcase. We're currently doing about 30 billion DPS. We're ramping. It may be slow, but we're getting there. And once we get over this little wall, we should be able to ramp pretty quick. Again, about 30, 35, whatever it is, 35 billion DPS. And yeah, let's get right into the gear. First thing I want to talk about, and you may see it, is the wind breath. I know the wind breath is pretty expensive, but it's definitely worth it. It's, if not a best in slot ring for mind control, in my opinion, really strong. So I heavily recommend that after you've gotten your like T1 scepters, your false god, and just other like stuff, your other gear sorted out, definitely try to save up for a wind breath. Now, when it comes to buying a wind breath, I personally like to gamble the un-ID. And in this case, I did, and I hit a +3, which is decent. I settle on that for sure. And we actually got a good movement speed roll. The lower the minus movement speed, the better for quality of life reasons, right? I will revisit the ring at another time, but +3 is good enough. Now, in the case that you hit a +2, you have two options, in my opinion. You can either corrode the ring and hope it upgrades the stacks to anything better than 2, right? Best case scenario, it rolls a +5. GG if it rolls +5, bro. Um, or you can sell the ring back and save up to buy another un-ID, right? Now, if you don't want to buy un-ID, that's completely fine. But I do recommend that if you are just gonna save up for a already ID'd wind breath, in my opinion, just go for the +4. That way you don't spend your money on a +3, and then later on you gotta sell the ring to upgrade, and you lose money to taxes that way. It is quite expensive for a +4, so I will leave those options up to you. Again, I like to go for the un-ID, and I probably will be doing more un-IDs on stream because I want the +4. Second thing I want to talk about is a Dawn Break. A Dawn Break is a very strong option in terms of DPS for our belt, our belt slot. Now, how this belt works is I know I get a lot of questions like, does Fervor even do anything for us? In this case, no. Fervor, sorry, Fervor literally does nothing for us. We don't crit, we don't care. But the belt states that you get a 1% additional damage per 2 to 3 fervor rating. The belt will make you have a fixed fervor rating. So depending on that fervor rating, you will get a X amount of percent additional damage. Now, in my case, I bought a belt that had a for additional damage per 2 fervor rating, and this is very important. Even if that 1 to the fervor rating, like the 3, it can like reduce the amount of additional damage you get by quite a bit, right? So for example, in this case, I have a 1% additional damage per 2 fervor rating, and belt is currently giving me a fixed rating of 67. Well, in this case, it can only work with even numbers, so 66. I will be getting additional damage based on 66 fervor rating instead of 67. That's giving me 33% additional damage, and that doesn't include the flat intelligence that we have on top. So when buying a Dawn Break, please make sure that it's going to be intelligence based, and then just please make sure that it is a additional damage per 2 fervor rating. Now, of course, if you have the luxury to go for a higher fervor rating roll, go for it. If not, those are the two most important rolls. A third thing I want to talk about is going to be the blending. I blended max channel stacks on it. Obviously, max channel stacks is very important for MC. At the time of this recording, it's about 230 FE to blend it. So I wouldn't rush the blend if you have other upgrades you need to make. But at the same time, 200 FE for +1 max channel is fairly good. It's a pretty good bargain. Um, After I got my wind breath, I did end up crafting a ring. I actually found this ring. It rolled T1 intelligence on it. I decided to keep it because that's an advanced mod, saving me money there. And I just rolled for affliction effect, ES, percent damage, and resistance where I need them. Similar scenario with the gloves. I found a pair of gloves, and I don't remember if it rolled T1 affliction or T1 ES. It was one of the two, and then I just crafted the rest on there. As far as amulet, it's the same one, and helmet is the same one. But for the Twilight Vestment, I actually bought a +2 active skill. And when looking for a corrode like this, just make sure that the energy shield charge speed is as close as positive as possible. So anything between 0 and up to 12% is ideal. If you can't afford it, don't worry. Still get that +2, but try not to go more than, I would say, minus 15 to 20% charge speed, as it'll start to feel bad when you start reaping and charging your energy shield. Weapons, the only thing different are I added Dream Affix to them, and I went for Erosion Pen because the Portrait Pet is only offering 10%. So getting both Erosion Pen on your weapon is a nice boost. Priority would be any of the blessings if you manage to hit while dream crafting your weapons. If you hit any of the blessings, I would keep them. And another thing is additional dot damage is also a really good one. Downsides I would not keep are minus aura effect, minus skill effect duration, and minus like intelligence or something like that. Those are probably the ones. For sure, aura effect I would not keep. The other ones are manageable, but they are a DPS loss. That's it for weapons. Now, another thing I really want to talk about that I just found out yesterday with the community is the new inverse image. Now, just found out some more information about this about an hour ago, but as of right now, I'll talk about what I have and why I have them and where I have them. I currently have a inverse image in the Elementalist tree. The most important role at the time when I bought this was the percentage to medium talent. As you can see, I have a positive 92% here. And by placing it here on the Elementalist tree, it's going to reflect this box. All these talents in this box will be reflected down here. So as you can see, the 15% intelligence over here on the right is also here on the left, and the 18% damage per max channel on the right is also here on the left. The crazy thing is it also has a max channel stack, but you'll see that I don't have a point here, and I'll explain why. If you look at the bottom stat, I have a minus 94% to legendary medium talent, and obviously this is a legendary medium talent. I don't have it allocated, but if I did, you will see that it says minus 94. I believe, or the community and I believe, that it rounds up, right? Rounds up or down. Well, being at minus 94, it is closer to minus 100%, making that I essentially don't even get a max channel stack, because at that point it's a minus 100% effect of the legendary talent. So I don't even get a max channel stack. I've tested this, I've allocated it, and I didn't get one. A few people in my Discord have posted, or a few DMs I have gotten, they've claimed to have been able to get that that +1 max channel stack if they had less than minus 49% to the legendary medium talent. Obviously, I won't confirm this. This is just things that people have told me. Until further updates where I can afford to grab a positive, not positive, but a minus 49% or better legendary medium talent effect, I will then confirm that with you guys on that update or the future updates. But moving on to the 92%, essentially I'm getting 92% of this node effect here on the 15% intelligence, which comes out to be about 28%. Insane. And then I'm getting 92% on top of this 18% damage for every one additional max channel. Now, while this is generic damage, it's also a good amount of it, right? It's not additional, but it is a good amount of addition. Sorry, it's not additional, but it is a good amount of generic damage. I did move my Prism from Lich tree onto the Sidekick tree, and I upgraded it from a blue one to a purple one. In this purple one, I have it so that medium talents also gain 4% affliction effect, and all legendary medium talents get 4% aura effect. Now, this is really nice because if you were to place it right here, there are 3 legendary talents. One here, here, and here. That comes out to be a total of 12% aura effect for me, which is really nice. And then the 12% affliction effect, right? Because we have a medium talent here affected by it. The ideal mods or affixes I would like would be aura effect and probably movement speed. I definitely prioritize movement speed this league, and it feels really good to have a ton of movement speed. Only changes to the tree were sacrificing some blur effect nodes from Lich, really, and taking off a sealed mana comp point from here. To solve the sealed mana issue, my mana is fine. It really comes down to the sealed conversion. All I had to do was add an additional support. If you guys play PoE, the way Off the Beaten Track works is kind of like an Enlighten. The more links you have, the more unreserved mana you get. So I was able to just throw in a support here, and I was able to take off the sealed mana nodes on the tree. As far as that, nothing really changed in terms of skills. I don't even have precise auras yet, but we'll get to that on the next update. As far as gear, I think that's about it. In talent, pedigree is still the same. I did manage to buy 3 divinity slates with 10% additional damage when having both sealed mana and life. They were super cheap. I'm farming cube, so I actually got these myself. But this is something you wouldn't want. You should definitely try to swap them up and get like different sources of additional damage. That could be anything like any of the blessings, plus to erosion skill level, persistent skill level, plus duration skills, additional damage to cursed enemies. Though I don't really recommend that one because we have the helmet, the Hakaris, and that already gives us a ton of additional damage to cursed enemies. So, again, try to spread out your different sources. Hero memories. I really need to upgrade them for sure. All self farm, by the way. I have not bought any. As you can see, I'm still rocking this one. This one I only grabbed because it was an energy shield base and it had max energy shield on it. I just leveled it up. I found my own movement speed with Reap CDR. Unfortunately, the Reap CDR is pretty low, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to upgrade it for the movement speed. Really no power there. And I think that's it for the most part. If I missed anything, please let me know. But yeah, that's currently the update. Um, do want to look at the guide real quick. I don't know if I mentioned, but I do have pedigree options now. I also have a Reap CDR breakpoint. Credits to Mia and Uber Elite. I just have a screenshot here. I also added my loot strategies, and currently I'll post codes of what I'm currently running. I'll leave notes if needed. For example, I am running some juiced, not really juiced, but some juice cube, and I do recommend pets at least level 3 for that one. As always, same thing. I'll have codes and then I'll have notes. I'll try my best to remember to highlight what's important that you should really look at. For example, like I talk about the dawn break here and what's important. Highlight what is pretty useful information, and yeah, that's about it. I will probably post another build code at 50 bill. As you guys saw, I'm currently 35 bill, so it shouldn't take me too long, and I'll be there probably within the next day. And yeah, if this is something you guys really enjoy, please let me know. I attempted to do something like this a few seasons ago, and I kind of gave up. But I've been getting a lot of feedback, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If my guides really help you, please stop by the stream and let me know. It's a huge motivation. Like, you guys don't understand. I really do mean it. And yeah, man, at the end of the day, I'm just sharing what I love, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll try to be streaming every day. So please stop by and say hello. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Easy.